To the glory of God and the support of the good people of Ogun State, we start a new chapter in the continued development agenda of this great state.
We're glad to have you join us on another episode of Gateway Diary. I am Victoria Oniaye. Today on the program, we'll highlight some of Governor Dapo Abiodun's strides in improving the economic growth and development of Ogun State, his efforts at impacting lives and improving the welfare of the people. These are the highlights of what to expect. Our spotlight falls on Governor Dapo Abiodun's efforts at protecting the environment, and the State Commissioner for Environment, Ola Oresonya, will be our guide. Governor Dapo Abiodun continues his energy transition plan and launches an electric bike transport system. Plus, a spotlight on the newly reconstructed Lafenwa Rounder Road. We have details of these stories and more in a moment. Those are your news headlines across the state. Let's begin with our first story. Governor Dapo Abiodun knows very well that creating an enabling environment is key to achieving the economic development of the state. He also knows that protecting the environment and keeping it safe for residents and investors is a priority. That is why he has been prioritizing the safety of the environment through different initiatives and projects to make the state more conducive for everyone. Today, the State Ministry of Environment is handling effective waste management, environmental regulations, and even combating flooding.
Creating an enabling environment where businesses can flourish and communities feel like home is at the heart of Prince Dapo Abiodun's administration in Ogun State. No doubt, Governor Abiodun's effort in the area of road infrastructure is second to none in the history of the state. From one local government area to another, Governor Dapo Abiodun is making waves, touching lives, and reshaping the narrative of the Gateway State from a once popular civil servant state to one that is not only economically viable, but the industrial capital of Nigeria. While these monumental changes are underway, Governor Dapo Abiodun's administration is also keen on fostering a clean and safe environment for all residents. This mission falls on the capable shoulders of the State Ministry of Environment, with Mr. Ola Oresonya leading from the front and turning Governor Abiodun's vision into reality. Before Governor Dapo Abiodun took office in 2019, Ogun State faced a daunting list of environmental challenges. Waste management was a mess, with trash piling up the streets and flooding wreaking havoc on homes and businesses whenever it rained. Industrial waste pollution ran rampant, and open defecation was a common sight in many communities. It became clear that the state was in desperate need of a cleanup. More worrisome was the fact that residents, particularly in the state capital, seemed to have thrown caution to the wind, showing little regard for proper sanitation and healthy living. The situation was there and crying out for urgent intervention. Governor Dapo Abiodun's intervention was strategic. He and his team identified the institutional gaps and decided to set up the Ogun State Environmental Protection Agency to tackle these challenges head-on.
We looked at the institutional gaps and quickly we tried to fix the gaps by strengthening the institution. Waste management was one of the key points that we identified. It's a signpost. So what we saw when we came in, we were not happy with it. So waste management was the key issue. And we saw that the institutional gap, there was no institution that was created purposely, deliberately for waste management. So it was a DEX service in the Ogun State Environmental Protection Agency. That was not good enough. The state is big. When you have a population of, growing population for that matter, close to about between 7 and 8 million people, you cannot just keep that kind of service at the desk office. So immediately the governor signed on the executive order for the creation of Ogun State Environmental Protection Agency, and that was translated into law.
Correcting the errors of the past wasn't a walk in the park. It demanded a deliberate and painstaking strategy, unwavering commitment, and a determination to rewrite the narrative. Mr. Ola Oresanya and his team took on the challenge head-on. Determined to bring Governor Dapo Abiodun's vision to life, they tackled issues one by one, creating prospects from the problems by moving from one community to the next. Today, the Gateway State is truly transformed. The markets are no longer in their old shape as residents are embracing a clean environment and healthy living culture. The once there situation is now a distant memory.
That is very good move from the state government, and if they can keep on doing this often and often, it will be good and speak well for the people of Ogun State.
It's second to none because this will have shown even in the area of flooding, where we have a lot of area flooded in Lagos. The Jejazis, that had these perennial flooding issues, the commissioner actually promised people to say that that area will be attended to, and we could see we do not have such here. That has showed that the government through the commissioner is a talk and do administration.
I can see in this environment it has been a wonderful effort on the part of the government. Otherwise, this place could have been very, very messy. Well, the moment the refuse here are many, you see them. In fact, there are times that the bin here is not full and it will be carried away immediately. Like you can see what is happening here. Otherwise, this place could have been very, very messy if they have not been coming regularly. I give kudos to them on that.
Beyond overseeing the effective management of refuse across the state, the Ministry of Environment also bears the hefty responsibility of tackling flood issues that plague communities along riverbanks and floodplains.
With the proper drainage master plan and the right channelization, of canalization, the silting of our rivers and some of the tributaries, we can ensure that the water is appropriately guided into the lagoon and without having it flowing back into our residences.
Many residents have been displaced when rivers overflow their banks, but today the narrative has shifted.
We had devastating flood when we came in 2019. Ogun State was just recovering from fatal impact from the flood that happened then. So we started clearing the canals. We reduced waste going to the canals, all right? And up to today, the kind of impact from flood that we had 6 years ago before we came in, we don't have that in Ogun State again, except for coastal flooding. The inland flooding that led to the destruction of lives and property in Ogun State has since disappeared.
Ogun State, being the industrial capital of the country, is not just talk. The state is home to many multinationals, but this also makes it susceptible to high levels of industrial air pollution and the emission of toxic waste into the air. The state government has pinpointed this major challenge and is taking decisive action. They've engaged with the owners of these companies, ensuring compliance, and have sealed off those who failed to toe the line.
The government will come at times on scheduled visits so that they can balance the situation.
One of the most notable aspects of Governor Abiodun's environmental drive is his commitment to urban renewal. His plan to build smart cities and his green environment policy are pioneering efforts in Nigeria. Additionally, Governor Abiodun's administration has worked to reduce open defecation, commercialize the waste sector, and reduce carbon emissions through the use of CNG-powered vehicles and electric bikes.
Environment is all about making life more livable for the people in Ogun State, making sure that their assets, their life are preserved for prosperity. All right, so we have various environmental issues that Ogun State is the most industrialized state in Nigeria. Now, this tells you that when it comes to industrial pollution, we are vulnerable. So quickly, we strengthened the institution, that is the Ogun State Environmental Protection Agency. The institution was strengthened to stand up to these challenges.
Obviously, Governor Dapo Abiodun's efforts are a clear demonstration that while physical and economic development are a priority, creating a safe and sustainable environment for all residents is equally important. While Prince Dapo Abiodun's government continues to introduce innovative strategies and show commitment to improving the quality of life in Ogun State, one thing is clear. The state government is paving the way for a brighter and more prosperous future for everyone.
The officials of the State Ministry of Environment obviously have their jobs cut out for them. Moving on, Governor Dapo Abiodun has been strategically reducing the cost of transportation in the state and also reducing carbon emissions. Now, Ogun State is pioneering the use of electric motorbikes to complement the CNG-powered buses, which are not only operational in the state, but also helping to reduce hardship caused by the hike in price of petrol.
Ogun State is growing. Its economy is picking up steam and making a real difference in people's lives. Like never before, the Gateway State is witnessing the true dividends of democracy, and the state is setting the pace for others to follow, all under the competent leadership of a governor with the right temperament, foresight, and vision to drive the state to a greater height. However, a new chapter in sustainable transportation is about to unfold. These are electronic bikes. You can call them e-bikes if you so desire. They are the latest facilities set to change the transportation landscape of the state under the visionary leadership of Governor Dapo Abiodun to cushion the impact of fuel subsidy removal by the federal government. Before the introduction of the e-bikes, Governor Abiodun had pioneered the use of CNG buses, transforming the way residents commute across the state, especially those in the state capital Abeokuta and residents of boundary communities with Lagos. Today, the Honorable Minister of Transportation, Saidu Ahmed Alkali, joins Governor Dapo Abiodun, royal fathers and eminent sons and daughters of Ogun State to witness yet another milestone in his quest for a more sustainable future for the Gateway State. The excitement at the arcade ground is palpable, and the people are eager to experience this new technology that is cost-effective, reduces carbon emission, and provides affordable transportation option for everyone.
Through this launching of these electric bikes, tricycles, vehicles, and motorcycles, and the battery swap stations at specific points, we are not just introducing a new mode of transportation. We are pioneering a movement towards a cleaner, more efficient, and technologically advanced way of life.
The state government is kicking off the first phase with 2,000 e-bikes. These motorbikes can travel up to 75 to 80 kilometers on a full charge, and 3 designated battery swap stations have been set up in Abeokuta for the takeoff. Governor Abiodun isn't just confident that these motorbikes will bring relief to the people. He is convinced that commercial motorcycle riders will reap the most benefits.
We aim to reduce our carbon footprint and bring about a significant change in how we think about transportation in our daily lives. This aligns perfectly with our energy transition roadmap for a cleaner and healthier environment for future generations.
With much fanfare, the e-bikes are unveiled and inaugurated for commercial use, starting in Abeokuta, the state capital. They're sleek and eco-friendly. These motorbikes are just the beginning. Governor Abiodun's government has a bigger plan, which is to establish an assembly plant for the bikes initially. Phase 2 will see the assembly of tricycles, and Phase 3 will involve e-vehicles. This ambitious project is expected to create more than 10,000 direct jobs and 50,000 indirect jobs in the state.
We are going to continue hiring local Nigerians because the talent is humongously available, very good talent available in Nigeria. So we're going to be hiring and scaling our business in Nigeria, starting with Ogun State.
Governor Dapo Abiodun's vision is fast becoming a reality. He's not just industrializing Ogun State. He is setting the pace for growth, and the Minister of Transportation is already sharing in this vision as he encourages other states to follow suit.
Let me use this medium to commend His Excellency for not only availing the opportunity to Ogun State modern mobility technology for demonstrating high-level commitment in supporting the realization of the renewed hope agenda of our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, which prioritized transportation as enabler of economic growth and gateway to the nation's economy.
For others, Ogun State is now moving at a pace that sets it far ahead of others in the area of technology and development, all thanks to a governor who is forging ahead without looking back.
The launch today of the second phase of the Ogun State e-mobility program is testament to the determination of the Prince Dapo Abiodun-led administration to address the rising cost of transportation, mitigate the environmental impact of activities associated with the transport sector, involve private sector participation in the transport sector infrastructure and services provision.
His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun forward-thinking initiative are a testament to his unwavering commitment to the betterment of Ogun State. His leadership inspires us all to strive for excellence and to embrace innovation in our quest for progress.
This initiative will prove to be a key enabler of the Ogun State Building Our Future Together agenda that will drive socio-economic development in Ogun State and beyond. By providing affordable and eco-friendly transportation solutions, this initiative will ensure reduced cost of transportation, reduce emissions, create jobs, and stimulate local economic growth.
Now the stage is set for the real transformation to hit the next level, a level that will not only lead Ogun State towards a brighter future, but a cleaner tomorrow. Governor Dapo Abiodun's commitment to innovation and progress continues to shine through, paving the way for a more sustainable and prosperous future for everyone.
The train of road infrastructure development in Ogun State is moving to a higher level. This time, Governor Dapo Abiodun is committing more time to constructing more roads in the state. So while many residents are watching closely as he speeds up the completion of ongoing projects, we take some time out to visit the Lafenwa Rounder Road in Abeokuta, North local government area of the state. We'll tell you how it was in the past and the current situation there.
Even though Governor Dapo Abiodun knows that 8 years may not be enough to completely tackle the infrastructure deficit in the state, he is still burning the midnight oil, working tirelessly to ease the burden of many residents.
I want to implore and plead the people to be patient with us. We cannot reconstruct all the roads in 3 years. As a matter of fact, no administration can reconstruct all the roads in Ogun State, not even in 8 years. But we will continue to be inclusive by ensuring that we involved the CDAs, CDCs, our KBACs, council chairmen, House of Assembly, councillors, geologists, in deciding which roads are of priority to our people.
Our spotlight this week falls on the newly rehabilitated Lafenwa Rounder Road in Abeokuta North local government area of the state. Naysayers and critics might flood social media and traditional media with claims that Governor Abiodun isn't fixing roads, but the residents of communities like Lafenwa Rounder Road would vehemently disagree.
We're very happy that the contractors are back on the site doing what they're supposed to do, because this road has been giving us a lot of problem since they've left the site for some years ago. So we really appreciate the governor for allowing them to come back on site so that they can repair the road and fix the road back to into a good condition.
We are just thankful for them that remember us.
The 5.3-kilometer road used to be a major headache for residents and traders of the area, particularly those connecting neighboring towns. The road also links to the popular Lafenwa market. The Lafenwa Rounder Road was notorious for its terrible state, especially when it rained. Floods made it nearly impossible for residents and traders to get to their homes or businesses, and it was also a hot spot for accidents, claiming several lives before Governor Abiodun took charge. But Governor Abiodun, being the people's governor, a man who listens to their cries and is committed to running an inclusive government, decided to prioritize this road for reconstruction. Not only did he award the contracts to fix the road, but he also ensured that the project was monitored closely and completed to the highest standards.
We are committed to the expeditious completion of this road because it accounts for thousands and thousands of our citizens that are traveling between Ayetoro and Abeokuta for commerce, for school,
for work, and so on and so forth. I have noticed that the areas and pockets of parts of this project that require immediate attention, particularly the part and area towards the Lafayette market, which is extremely very deplorable.
Today, the transformation is remarkable. Residents and traders no longer dread the rains, and businesses in the area are booming. All thanks to Governor Dapo Abiodun's forthright leadership and administration skills. The drainage system along this road is now robust enough to handle the rainy season's deluge, ensuring the road will stand the test of time.
It's a very good thing seeing our government working, doing something meaningful to the people of Ogun State.
From all indications, Governor Dapo Abiodun remains undeterred and he is promising to do more. That's his promise to the people, and he will do everything possible to fulfill it.
And that's the show today, everyone. Thank you so much for spending your time with us, and I hope you enjoyed every bit of it. Join us next time for another interesting package. Until then, I am Victoria Oniaye. Bye for now.